All right, so I want to talk about the podcast, the Mind the Game podcast. LeBron James and Steve Nash had a recent interview with Kevin Durant. During this interview, they were talking about how they felt, or how Kevin Durant, more importantly, felt that the game was evolving to a place where the 6'2" and under point guard was no longer going to have a spot in the NBA as a all-star, perennial all-star, superstar. Kevin Durant's words were pretty much, unless you have the immense skill set of like a Kyrie Irving, where you can score in the paint over the trees because of your skill set and your array of moves, that it's going to be really hard. And those type of guards are far and few in between. It's not a lot of Kyrie Irvings out there coming out of high school and college or even overseas. So that being said, if you're 6'2" and under, the way the league's evolving, from Kevin Durant's perspective, those guys, if you're even a starter, you're a role player, or you're going to have to come off the bench. So that led me to think, what's helped to contribute to that? And I think Kevin Durant has a lot to do with that, actually. And it's not in a bad way, but they talk about people changing the game and people who have had a traumatic impact on the game and evolving the game. You can look at Michael Jordan globalizing the game. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Magic as a 6'9" point guard had people aspiring to want to be able to handle the ball, but you really didn't see it much, and you didn't see as much of a change during Magic's time, because truthfully, if you were 6'10", 6'11", and above, you're supposed to be in the paint. Now, Dirk Nowitzki, he stretched the game where big men were able to be seen as a guy that can shoot from further away, but he still played a lot with his back to the basket. And if he was out on the top of the key, he was a spot-up shooter, pump fake, try to get by you, but not a lot of handling of the ball per se. You know, you got Steph Curry, who's obviously revolutionized the game with the three-point age. Everybody's shooting threes and taking threes before they take mid-ranges and layups, it seems. All of that's influence. Kevin Durant has changed the narrative on the big man. 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, all those guys and above. Now, a guy like Kevin Durant not only can shoot the rock from out deep, but handling it like a point guard or a shooting guard. Having the fluidity of motion to be able to operate comfortably from the top of the key, catch the rebound, start the break, and get guys in their sets. And we've seen point forwards before with Scottie Pippen. We've seen Magic at the point. But big men truly aspiring to be three-point threats and guards as a big, that's a Kevin Durant thing. And because of that, you're getting more and more skilled big men that you've seen come through the league. The influence is apparent. Giannis Antetokounmpo talks about Kevin Durant being a big influence on the way he plays. Once upon a time, a guy like Antetokounmpo, a coach would have been trying to get him out of playing the style of play he likes to play. Victor Wembanyama. Even the Joker at the center position, handling the ball, setting everybody up, shooting from deep. Joel Embiid. Plenty of guys. That's an influence of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And because of it, you're getting more taller guys with the skill of smaller guys, thus making it hard for the smaller guy to get a spot or to be a star. Because if you got a guy at 6'8", 6'9", definitely 6'11", that can do what a guy at 6'2" can do, you pick up the 6'11" guy. That's just common sense. So because of that, Kevin Durant, you've changed the game, and you have something to do with that. That's a good thing and a bad thing for the 6'2" and under point guard. So now they have to evolve, just like the big man has had to evolve, and figure out how they make their place in the league as a dynamic guard so they can be an all-star, a superstar. And what that looks like, I don't know. That's a conversation for another video. But let me know what y'all think. Has Kevin Durant changed the game in the ways I'm saying?